Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at a game of Team Empire versus Team Navi. My name is Trix, and joining me is my co-caster, as per usual, Sir Salty Lakes.
Oh man, I'm Salty Lakes, and we're here today, and there's two teams, and I think they're real up and comers in the world of Dota. I think. Is that true?
Yeah, basically, sure. They're just starting up.
Navi's turn to ban.
Now we're here. Bans picks away. We see the first ban out, Empire's Bounty.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Navi's been playing a pretty good bounty. Same with Empire, though. Every team has been playing a good bounty just because bounty's good.
Yeah, man.
Track gold.
There's such like a luscious lifestyle surrounding the early ganks. Like, it's an attractive playstyle. People will want to follow your team and watch your team, and plus in game it pays off in spades if you can get it rolling, right? If you can get a fat bounty, just the whole team benefits from that.
Oh, yeah. And these two teams, they've been going really back and forth, so they both kind of know how each other's playing at this point. Empire's been getting the better of Navi, I'd say, in the last few games. Even the ATOD, actually, Empire took him out of the tournament. So it's just fun to watch him. That's why I think we picked these, just because this was actually a Gosugamers League Division 1. This brand new season, this was one of the first games that came out. They actually are a doubleheader, so there's going to be another game coming up after this that we'll be casting also. But the reason why we picked these two teams is just because they're back and forth. They're fun. There's nothing bad about watching them.
No, you're always going to have a good time with these guys. You know, that Sven ban, just Sven with the God Strength, that huge AoE stun these days, he's been ripping and tearing.
Oh, yeah.
Is the general feeling on Sven. And now you said doubleheader, when in reality, for us, this was a bit of a triple header. Is that true?
What way?
Oh, in the sense that we were pumping iron before this.
Oh, God.
We weren't just, we're not just strictly Dota casters here. We're also part-time iron pumpers.
Oh, yeah, just on the side.
Just on the side. The strong side.
Yep, the strong side, the God Strength side.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly the reason actually we've been seeing this Sven ban, or this Sven pickup. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of teams pick it up first. I mean, I think it was the No Tidehunter game earlier today that just happened, which today's the 19th? Yeah, 19th November. Game that earlier happened, No Tidehunter versus... Fill in the blank for me?
I don't know, man.
Darn. But it was first pickup, just because Sven has a ridiculous amount of survivability with that 16 armor from his shout. 16 off it now, which is absolutely massive. People have been picking up left, right, and center. He synergizes really well with a lot of other heroes like Wisp. So, great to see him now in the meta.
Yeah,
game.
you know, because before that, shout was mainly just used to get into position pre-fight because, you know, the speed was considered better than what the shout was. But now with such a weighty armor bonus, it's actually a decision you've got to make. And, you know, as you pointed out, guys are using it in the midst of battle to make guys big. Now we get DS out for Empire. Is DS still dominating the way he did at the international time, just being like the go-to hard lane?
Yeah, you know what? He hasn't even been playing so many hard lane games lately, too. He's been playing solo mid against TA, is what I noticed, in a lot of games. A lot of people are picking him because that Iron Shell rips through refraction.
Ooh.
And, I mean, even though they gave him some quote-unquote nerfs, he didn't really get nerfed too badly.
No, he weathered the storm, it seems.
Oh, yeah. He's still an absolutely amazing hero. That wall going up, wall replicate is absolutely an amazing spell. Surge, just everything in general that Darkseer can do is great. So, no reason not to pick him up.
Nice. Now we see Wisp CK come out. Are we going to see a little synergy out of those two? Are they going to be a pair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're never going to see Wisp without a CK, without a Sven, without even Juggernaut. People are picking him up with.
Tiny, perhaps?
Sometimes, too, yeah. Tiny. Tiny's evil with him.
Oh, definitely.
But often enough, actually, what we've been seeing is Jakiro and Sven in a lane together. Even though that Sven's been banned out, Jakiro's still picked up just because, well, Ice Path is a great spell.
Ice Path's amazing. I can see the allure there. With that easy stun going off all the time, if the Jakiro's getting a little bit more mana for the Sven, perhaps with a Basilius, you know, if we see him build that, either way, if you can keep him around in his AoE spells, it's obviously going to be a lot more shit. That's the sort of thing that Jakiro needs.
Oh yeah, not to mention that huge strength increase that he got in 6.75. He's tough to take out now. You can't take him out in 1 second like you used to be able to do.
Okay.
But otherwise, we do see Chen being picked up, and I assume that's going to be Puppy in the jungle. It's Chen, it's Puppy, it's going to be happening.
Yeah, that'll be fabulous. You know, and CK such a strong character. The only thing holding him back right now is the RNG, because you never really know what you're gonna get with the CK. You can hope.
Yeah.
But just if you get a couple 2-second stuns in a row, it can really slow down your game.
Yeah, no, definitely. But one thing that we do see is Navi did ban Bat Rider. So safe to say that we're going to see Dendi on TA maybe.
Yeah, definitely TA. If not TA, perhaps a Tinker, perhaps a Pudge if we're really lucky today.
Oh, that would be awesome.
They've all. What's been cool about the patch late so far is that just everybody's been so willing to play different things and sort of spread out and try different stuff. I feel like that's one thing the patch did well, is get us away from sort of the stagnation that we had before. I think it's just been so exciting ever since then. You never know for sure what a game's going to bring.
Oh, well, never mind. Sorry. I got nothing. There's that TA ban right away from Navi.
TA and Invoker, both characters that Dendi's capable of playing, so who knows? Maybe we'll see something new.
Yeah, he has been rolling Pugna every so often. So we could see Dendi on Pugna right now. Otherwise, he's got the availability to do Pudge, although don't know if he'd fit perfectly in with the lineup, but currently we don't have Dendi's mid yet. And we don't know who Scandal's going to be playing on that mid either, unless it is going to be the Darkseer. So, there's options.
Interesting. Yeah, we're still waiting for picks. As you can see, Navi's, only got 18 seconds of reserve time left, while Empire looks like they're picking fast and easy right now. They got a minute and 13 left on reserve time. They can really take some time with their last couple of picks, whereas Navi will be up against the clock. So
Doesn't even seem like they need to, though. They got that Quap out of the way, which is another one of Dendi's heroes.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're specifically banning right now just to make sure Dendi doesn't get any of the mids that he wants. So, other than that, what do you think we could see? We could see mid coming from Empire. I mean, if Darkseer is going to be that hard lane, what do you think they're going to do as far as mid?
Armlet Dazzle. if nothing, it'll be Armlet Dazzle. I don't.
10 seconds remaining.
I can't say for sure. I'm interested to see what they're going to go with. As a matter of fact, we'll find out pretty quickly, I think.
All right, we'll hope so. They do actually tinker into that little bit of reserve time there. I guess they're really thinking hard about this last ban if they want to actually even get rid of Tinker or who they want to get rid of there. Oh,
Ooh,
Lone Druid and Shadow Shaman.
man.
So I guess both teams banning out that jungle a little bit. Getting rid of the Enchantress, getting rid of that Lone Druid.
Definitely, and I have a feeling they might even be killing off a little bit of the early aggression that we might be promised if we had, say, an Enchantress and a Bounty Hunter in game. Even a Quap. If she gets level 1 blink and they go out and they just go hard, sort of as a team looking for that first blood. I think there's gonna be a slightly
Yes.
Wow, that's
And there's
good.
Scandal's mid. Please tell me that's Scandal's mid.
Ooh.
I could.
I love the Undying pickup. Oh wow,
And a Keeper of the Light. We haven't seen that in a little while either.
these are some very cool picks coming out from both teams. I absolutely love Undying. He just gets stronger and stronger. They've even fixed out the kinks in his tombstone. As far as I know, the Bloodlust was proccing a little bit too easily on some of the zombies, I think.
Yeah, and before that patch, it was actually not proccing at all. Sometimes you drop a tombstone in the middle of people and no zombies would even show up.
Yeah.
So work the kinks out, and he's now being picked up a lot. But looking at Navi's lineup right now, their last hero has got to be somebody early game because they look like they're going to be putting up a lot of early game pressure. Like
And
this is
definitely
a
that-
strong early game team.
With that Undying is just strong so early if he's got the right lane. If that Night Stalker has a big first night, things could go Navi's way and they could just never turn back. The Wisp is so vulnerable early on. You have to be so careful. There it is. Hey.
The Pugna. The Dendi Pugna. Okay. So we're definitely going to have Dendi on that mid Pugna. We're going to have Blow Your Brain playing that Chaos Knight. Let's go team by team. Let's go with Empire first. SS is going to be on that Darkseer. We're going to have Funnick on Wisp. We're going to have Blow Your Brain on that Chaos Knight. Scandal going to be on Magnus. And Globlack on Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, beautiful. Navi, Puppy obviously is going to be on the Chen. Arzard is going to be on Jakiro. We've got Havorst carrying away on the Night Stalker. Undying's going to be played by Light of Heaven. And finally, solo mid, we got Dendi on Pugna.
We do. We just change this. Get that onto free camera right there. Alrighty. So it looks like actually Navi is heading straight towards that bottom lane. They got two going. Can we see an early first blood?
Oh, it's possible.
Maybe not. They're going all the way down to the bottom, and looks like Empire's heading that same way too.
Hopefully it won't just be ships in the night. We're going to see a little action.
Everybody's heading down towards that bottom lane. They're either setting up a ward that they really want, or this is the spot right over here that's just going to have a nice big fight. We might get to see a first blood out of this. Nice early first blood. Which usually Navi doesn't have the way of first blood. But Arzard, I like his positioning here where he's setting up. Oh, and it looks like they are going into each other. Blow Your Brain engaging right now with that tether. Tombstone goes up. Ice Path, beautiful. Catches 2 heroes. Blow Your Brain starting to take some damage. Looks like Blow Your Brain goes down right away to Arzard getting that first one, and Funnick is to follow. So right off the bat, 2 kills for Navi with that early game lineup. Scandal getting away, just using that charge. He's out.
Yeah, we got kills out for Undying and Jakiro. You know, getting the ball rolling early for Navi is going to be so huge.
It looks like they're still going to be going on to m.o.b.a here with Arzard and Light of Heaven. Doing a little bit of pressure. There goes that stun out. Not going to do anything else, though.
Oh, the Keeper is going to get away. Now we're going to see a little bit of normalcy as everybody returns to their lanes.
Speaking of lanes, I guess we got the lanes coming up.
We might actually see a little bit more. If we go down to the bottom, Chen's just picked up the DD, but he is going to decide to flee from that Wisp CK combination.
No.
Now, interesting warning from Navi. They have blocked the pull on the bottom lane.
Yep.
Navi still, Puppy, pardon me, still picking up that DD. Still sitting on it. He's got half duration left.
What we do is what we thought was going to happen. We thought there was going to be, of course, the tri-lane coming from bottom with that Keeper of the Light, m.o.b.a on that, on the Keeper, Blow Your Brain on that Chaos Knight, and Funnick on that Wisp. Of course, that would be their tri-lane going there, but it looks like Puppy's actually going to be trying to jungle on this side. So they still have some aggression going on. Just a little bit playing back and forth while Blow Your Brain sits in the lane trying to farm against that Undying. Does look like a little bit of movement towards the mid lane though. And yeah, Puppy's just gonna head back to his side, it seems.
Sort of a constant skirmish. It looks like Jakiro is just barely... Oh, he's
Got
not
caught.
going to get away from that Illuminate. It dings him down. Up top, we've got the Darkest here doing absolutely fantastically. Farming away 7-0 at the moment. And of course, he's up against that Night
Give me
Stalker.
1 second. Actually, I think you're about 2 seconds
I
behind.
am
We're just
about
gonna
2
pause
seconds. We
for
paused
2 seconds.
Just a little bit. I don't know how that came. You can start right. Now that's
Boom.
fabulous.
Okay.
We're synced up
We're
again.
synced.
Oh, I love it.
I got that kill on Arzard before you did. So.
I know. I was about to say, it looks like he's going to get away, and I saw on your screen he popped, and I withheld my remark.
It's all good. I forgive you this time. But all right, so far we do see, Darkseer is definitely doing a great job in that lane up top against Vost. Just using that Ion Shell makes it really, really difficult for you to be able to get those last hits. I mean, if you're really good at hitting underneath the tower, it's still fine, but that Ion Shell, either way, the second you go try and get on those creeps, it's going to be hitting for a little while.
Definitely, Chen still content to roam around in that jungle. It looks like the Wisp has a stun with that Illuminate combination. It's really terrifying, as that Keeper really doesn't need to put himself in a bad position in order to get a good position for the Illuminates. You know, they're guaranteed to dong the enemy heroes when the Wisp CK go into a lead charge.
Yeah, we do have Arzard down here with that Invis. Never mind, as I say that, he breaks it. There was a little bit of aggression coming out from Empire. Just trying to push Light of Heaven down a little bit. They did get his Tombstone, though, so it's a little bit of gold for them in that respect.
Yeah, certainly. And you know, if there's one here that can kind of withstand that tri-lane aggression down on the bottom, it is Undying. With that heal, with that strength, he's a really psychologically challenging hero to play against, because even when he's low on HP, you know, it's not a certainty that he's actually in a weak position. A couple of DKs on a few heroes, if he transforms using his ult, all of a sudden he's, you know, just ready to dong you so hard.
Yeah, that's the problem with going up against him in lane. I'm not a fan of him right now because he hurts. We actually do see Puppy coming out of the jungle just now, trying to get SS right there. But SS looks like, oh,
That DS goes down.
that nuke from Night Stalker finishes him off. Thought he was gonna be able to get away on that surge. Kind of turned around for a moment, seemed like he was gonna head back in, but it might have cost him his life. Jakiro heading down to the bottom room, just helping out a little bit. Funnick heading down at the same time, though.
He is going to grab that regen and get away from the Wisp. Burns it anyway. He gets hit from the Wisp. Not a big deal.
Yeah,
neither of them was going to profit from that too much.
he's just trying to save him for Dandy, but I mean, Funnick's right there. Can't really do anything about that.
Exactly. Dendy is now leading the charge as far as last hits and denies go. His denies are absolutely huge right now. He is keeping Magnus in a world of hurt. Magnus playing solo mid only has 10, 11 last hits now. Dendy has denied 15 times.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
It's Dandy.
It's world-class stuff, people. What can you say?
Yeah. I don't know how he does it. He just pushes buttons better than I do. We still don't have that much farm coming out actually from Avost. He's losing a little bit to SS, barely, but just since I got that kill on SS, he's doing all right. But that first night time's gonna be coming up pretty soon.
Yes,
So-
and of course, Dendy and Horse are the first to reach 6, so if he wants to extend that night and keep,
Here he comes.
Keep that first wave going a little
Looks
longer.
like they're
oh
going
my
out in that
goodness.
Darkseer there. He dodges that ice path.
That's
He's
big.
out.
And that's sort of the Darkseer's game. If he gets that good surge, he's gone.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's a wasted ult from Vost. He's not going to have that up for another 180 seconds, though. It's going to be nighttime quite soon.
And he's actually willing to come and put a little bit more pressure. I don't know if Dendy's ready for this. That DS, still just barely out of range. Oh, the bottle charge is going to bring up just a bit. But with that Ion Shell, he could bring Dendy down here. One last hit required. Oh, not enough. And now he's going to look to turn the tables on him. Here it comes. Nether Blast. Not enough. DS is going to scurry away.
Although Light of Heaven heading down there, trying to cut him off. Drops the Tombstone. A little bit of wasted Tombstone just because he can surge right out of there and he's gone.
Now the N9 picks up the DD. The Keeper Light thinks about his decisions he's made thus far. Turns around.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A lot of variation going on for this last hit denies chart. CK's now the man on top.
Yeah, he's been getting a really good farm in the bottom lane just because really Light of Heaven can't really do much against him. Jakira's helping out just a bit, but they're very limited against that tri lane.
Exactly, and you know what? He's prospering at the expense of Keeper and Wisp. They've got absolutely nothing.
Yep.
They're babysitting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's just the fact that that tri lane can put out so much damage in so little time. You're not going to come out of that stun. Those spirits are going to hit you. That Illuminate's going to hit you. Oh, we got to pause here.
You can't really mess around at all with them. I'm gonna just sneak forward a little bit in the game.
See how long that pause is.
See how long this pause lasts for.
Usually most of the time the team will give the other team a reason, so let's hope that happens. Other than that, once again, early game lineup coming directly from Navi, so
Here it comes. It looks like the game gets going again at about 19:20.
okay, that's about 5 seconds for me, so we'll just wait through there. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, well, stop right there.
Nope. Let me pause for you for a moment so you can catch up.
Beautiful. It looks like after that slight delay, we are
Oh,
back underway.
get to 31,
Oh, okay.
and
Now go.
boom,
All right, fantastic.
we're good.
Never really understand how pauses. I don't know how you can stop and start time. I'm glad Valve has figured it out for us, though.
Yeah, of all people, Valve are worthy of figuring that one out. I think Gabe will be good about it.
He's a good dude, man. What can I say? Takes care of business. He wasn't down there pumping up with us today, though. That was a little disappointing. He was on the sign-up sheet.
Speaking of taking care of business, once again, actually that the international documentary just came out. If you guys haven't taken a look at that yet, Valve put out the international documentary. It's just a little tiny documentary, 20 minutes long, showcasing the international, what exactly happened to the international too. Great watch, and does show the extent of Gabe's speeches. Actually, shows the whole speech.
I realized that we missed the opening ceremony speech.
We did, which was "Welcome to the International."
Did you have like a Valve-sized pair of scissors and you like cut a ribbon? I declare this
I wish.
international open.
Seems like Navi's posturing up just a little bit in the middle. They got Puppy sitting on the sidelines. Although Empire's got Illuminate, so it's really hard to push into that.
The regen's up. Obviously, Dendy is just about to grab this. Fills up his bottle. Fantastic. They're all lurking around. We've got the Keeper and the Wisp doing what they can in the forest now, starting to get, the smallest amount of farm. As that campsite really doesn't require any babysitting right now, as there's no Navi player in sight.
Dandy getting taken almost to a quarter of his life just from that one Illuminate. Though I'm surprised Navi right now aren't exactly putting the pressure on. Abos does have his urn, so he's doing okay there, but he's not exactly making use of the night besides a little bit of farming.
Yeah, I hear you. And Navi just has the slightest of advantages right now. 500 both ways. If you press this and it goes wrong, suddenly this tiny advantage to your nursing turns right in the other direction. But that's kind of how you get by in competitive these days, right? You push the smallest advantage that you can have. Oh, now Dandy and Puppy both eating that Illuminate. Just the most amazing counter push mechanic there is.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, it's glorious.
There's another dead creep wave, and Lyta haven't taken down to half, so it's really hard for them to engage this and push. I mean, they did a fantastic... Oh, here they go on Goblack, trying to take him down. Is that going to be enough? Life Drain finally gets him. Gets rid of that counter push, so maybe Navi can actually push this lane now. But great pickup, though, from Empire, I was going to say. Just the fact that Navi picks a very, very good early game team, and they pick up Keeper of the Light. Keep him from pushing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Certainly, it looked like Navi was in sort of a position of weakness temporarily as all of Puppy's creeps were dying, but that Hand of God came out, just took him right back to full, and all of a sudden, it was go time for Navi.
Yep. Doesn't look like Empire's even going to try and contest that tower, although they do catch Scandal out. He's just going to try and charge out of the way and get away.
Vorse sneaks around the side. He's going to get the last hit on Scandal. There it is.
Finishes that kill, but Fun coming in along with Blow Your Brain. Gets one kill, however, Blow Your Brain's starting to get low. Dandy gets that, finishes him off there, and Wisp gets out.
Wisp is relocated. He's back. He's safe. But is the Keeper safe? Returning to life only to be slayed once more. Oh, he does.
Just barely.
He escapes the Night Stalker, man.
That's not. No, he does not. That Urn Charge finishes him off at the last second.
It's not an easy thing to do, escaping a rampaging Night Stalker.
No, and Abos isn't done yet. He was just going to mess with Darkseer a little bit, but he decides he's not really worth that tower dive, so he's going to head back, use his Urn, get back up to par a little bit, and they're going to try and do this again. Try and make use of this very first night, which is the absolute crucial moment for this team, especially how much early game they really do have right now.
First natural night.
Yeah. And
he is absolutely ready for it. That CK, sturdier than I would have expected. He lasted.
Oh, definitely.
He really lasted. That's something I always notice when I'm playing the CK, is that it can be hard to stick around. That Stout Shield, obviously a lot more valuable early in the game compared to later on, is going to, as the game wears on, he's going to need to replace that with something else.
Oh, yeah. But eventually he will get his armlet to be able to armlet toggle. There's actually a fun little video if you saw it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, a gentleman put out a video of him armlet toggling basically from Radiant's side at their Ancients with 3-4 heroes on him the whole way back to his base. This is the power of the armlet toggle.
Because when you toggle it on, it gives you 475 HP. And toggling it off can never kill you.
Yeah.
And I think the cooldown
2 seconds.
is 2 seconds now. It was 4, it was 1. I think they settled at 2. And that's sort of a good happy medium, I think.
Yep. Navi's going to actually protect this mid tower. Looks like Empire's backing off from it. Everyone from Navi in the middle right now. Looks like they're going to try and go through that jungle. However, there is wards up. They are going to be able to see this, so they're going to just try and reconverge at that bottom tower and see if they can get a tower down.
Oh man, if they can catch out the Wisp CK, if they can slow that CK down at all, they're going to be in a glorious spot.
Blow Your Brain's actually going to port right out, so this is going to give Navi a free tower. They do actually catch that Wisp, but Vo's spotting him out. Trying to hide himself down there in the trees, but Vo smells him out like nothing else. They do actually get another tower though in exchange, so tier 1 top tower for tier 1 bottom tower.
And it looks like there's a little pressure coming out from Magnus and the Keeper in the mid. I don't know if Jakiro's going to be able to stop this tier 1 mid from going down.
Might not be the best idea, but he is getting port-ins. He's going to be getting support. Good charge there from Scandal, but Pugna picks up that kill on that Keeper of the Light. Good dodge from Scandal
This
there.
Magnus may very well yet get away. With that overcharge, it's guaranteed that Magnus is alright.
They're actually turning this around right
man.
now. Darkseer able to take down that Jakiro. Wisp actually killing Dendy out. It looks like they're not done here.
Blasted. Undying decides it's a little bit of him time, a little bit of me time. Actually, none of his time right now. He gets blown the hell up.
Bo's coming in late, actually. Gets on Scandal. And Puppy even getting caught out as he's running. That Darkseer is able to get him at the very end. And nothing there for Navi. Except for, dare I say, 5 deaths.
Just a little sloppy. It smells of them thinking their advantage was a lot stronger than it actually was. Feeling a little immortal, especially with that Undying jumping into a group of 5 heroes.
Yeah.
You're big, but you're not that big. That mid tower, tier 1 is going to go down. Jakiro's back to hopefully hold him off just a little bit.
To me, it's less of Navi feeling too overconfident, just Empire pulling it together absolutely perfectly. Those CK stuns along with Wisp coming in, with that tether, with the stun from the tether, just everyone dying, and a fantastic job from Empire just pulling this game right back. Navi looked like they had the surefire early game, but 5 deaths.
And if we look at the difference in gold earned, all of a sudden, Empire's up by 2,000 and up in experience by 3,000. Those late game skirmishes, mid game skirmishes, I should say, can really swing things.
Whew. Looks like everybody's going back to a little bit of farming while Empire does push that bottom tower a little bit. It's at just less than half, so let's see if Navi's going to even attempt to contest this, just with 2 heroes on it. The glyph is down currently, so so is the tower.
Yeah, currently we've got five Navi up top, and that Darkseer is really just playing a long, drawn-out game of chicken. With the and that's a game of chicken that Navi's not going to win. That Darkseer can take off.
Here comes the relocate actually from Wisp and Chaos Knight coming in there, getting on Arzar on that Jakiro, taking him down really quickly there. Now they're trying to go on Dendy. There's the ult. There's the reality rift, and he's pulled in and dead. Another 2-second stun on Vos there. Vos trying to get away. He gets pulled right back in by that Darkseer, and everybody on Navi's lineup is going down. That Ion Shell doing so much damage in this close quarters. And another team wipe from Empire.
Man. Valiant effort from the Undying, but at this point in the game, he just really doesn't have what's necessary to hang with the big one.
And you know what? That was even without his armlet. Chaos Knight cleaning up. That Darkseer, Chaos Knight, and Magnus all at the same time. Just reverse polarity, cleave, everything all on Navi. Actually, I don't even think he used reverse polarity. No, still up.
And at this point, things are starting to look really dire for the Navi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately. They picked an early game lineup, and they're not actually winning this early game.
Yeah, no, that...
Just got to give credit to Empire, though. Fantastic job from them.
Their play's been spectacular. That Undying, more than any other hero on their lineup, if he does not have an early game, he sort of fades into general obscurity later on. He needs to roll. He needs to snowball.
Mm-hmm. We'll see him with Chen, too, in a way. Chen, amazing early game. He's always going to stay relevant because of the heal. But early game, he can just be an absolute nuisance the second he gets in that lane. But it looks like they are going through the jungle again. Blow Your Brain coming up right behind Puppy, seeing if he can get that stun off. Reality Rifts first. Then gets pulled in right away by Darkseer, and that's a dead Chen.
That's a dead tombstone, too. A minute cooldown. That's never something you want to just...
No, he tried to use it just to save him. He gets pushed right in. He pulls him right back with the Reality Rift. Not even going to use the stun on him. And Magnus is going to be able to pick up the kill with the skewer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's just such an evil combo.
Just so much momentum coming out of... Empire right now. I really don't think Navi's going to be able to turn the tide and stop this.
You never know, though. This is Dota.
This is Dota. Dota is what this is. But, this tier 2 top tower is going down. The whole team's there. Keeper's in his ultimate form. They've relocated CK and West down to the bottom looking for...
He does get the reality rift.
Oh, gosh. Dendy done.
And now Navi is just posturing a little bit to fight on this. However, Wisp and Chaos Knight come on back. Beautiful ult from Arzart. However, everyone is just melting. And there comes the GG from Navi.
Oh, that's the game, man. It was just, they turned it around. They just, clicked their heels together 3 times and said, we're winning this game. That was very impressive.
Wow. Frankly, I saw an early game lineup from Navi. Saw a 20-minute game and thought, you know what? This can only go one way.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I was actually shocked myself. I thought it was a certainty. A couple minutes in when it was 9-2. I never thought this was going to happen. But hey, that's why we stick around and watch the games, man. This isn't EA Sports 2012 simulations.
This is, absolutely
real life.
Beautiful play from Empire Gaming. But I guess that's all to be said for this one. We got game 2 coming up. If you guys want to stick around and have a look at that, they're going to be on our VODs. So yeah, please join us for that. But this is Tricks and Salty Lakes, and we're signing off.
Hey, you gotta stay safe.
Radiant